Everyone, welcome to this another video in Market Talk YouTube channel. Hope the expired trading was profitable. Enjoyed the trade, but maximum profit was able to make only if you have taken position yesterday close, particularly naked shots. But naked shots is not advisable in case if you are having a huge quantity, but at least you could have taken some small quantities. Yesterday I had given a hint by around 3:15 about that option price of call was very high. So I was expecting this actually, and without any just seeing the option prices, you can get this clue. That's the beauty of option trading. So let's go into the video today and understand what happened in the market today and what's the view and other things also. We start a disclaimer. The views presented in this video are purely for education purpose. Any trades taken by you based on this view, I am not responsible for the loss incurred by you on this based on the video. So please take your decisions on your own. That's advisable. So trading mantra for the day. Okay, I think yesterday the same thing only. So just will ignore this because I was focusing on something else. So a lot of new things we are learning nowadays. So we'll go to the key data points. So coming to the key data points, today it was not trap. So FIs are continuously trying to add shorts. It looks like. Normally, like they go to shorts and then go long. The trap used to be there. Today, the shorts have been added. Actually, around 8,000 contracts they added in the future shorts, and also in the long puts they added some 10,000 contracts. So it is advisable that every rise is going to be sell and rise. Don't get trapped by going longs. Even if you are going shorts, go for naked. Don't go for naked shorts. Go for hedge shorts. That's better. Maybe you are losing some position value on the hedge position, but at least go for hedged shorts. And bear call spread should be a very good opportunity for you to make money. Let us go to the next slide. So we have seen some time back about the full moon, new moon also. Just I thought of giving update on that. So full moon happened on 1st September, and now today is the 17th September is a new moon. So compared to Nifty and Bank Nifty on that time and today, last full moon to new moon, it was a down days. So down days, but Nifty behaved opposite to that and then gained 46 points actually. But Bank Nifty obeying all the rules and fell down by almost 1,492 points from full moon to new moon. So next full moon is going to happen on, so new moon to full moon is up days actually 1st October. But there are other aspects also which we have to take care. So in case we are today, just take note of this high and low actually of today. In case we are closing below the sustaining below the 11,500. So in case of below 11,500, if Nifty is sustaining, then just keep on sell and rise only. Only above 11,500 you can think of going for longs. And similarly, maybe you can keep 22,500. 22,500 as a level for your short positions shorts. Below this level 22,500 or 22,300. You can keep your shorts. So this power of 2 charts we'll see, and this is what message I mentioned in the yesterday's around 3:15, just 15 minutes before the close. Bank Nifty call option buyers will be trapped in the last 1 hour or tomorrow morning by a gap down. That's what happened because it was very clearly showing that it's a panic move on the upside normally. So call options were heavily buying happening by a call option buyers. That was the reason, like 22,500 call option, which is intrinsic value of 100 rupees, was trading at around 250 rupees. So just one day expiry and trading at such a high value is clear short covering by the call option writers. So they have just taken all the vengeance and then next day came with the gap down. Let us go with the charts. So power of 2, let us see the power of 2. So in case of power of 2, we'll see what happened in the Bank Nifty first. In case of Bank Nifty, we are almost in the blind spot, lower blind spot, which is between the go long and the go short breakout most of the time. So we went, we opened below the short breakout, we could not sustain, and then went above the go long, near the go long, could not sustain there. And then these are levels very critically helping us to manage the show. And if you see for Bank Nifty, yesterday's midpoint was around 22,438 and today's midpoint around 22,386. So almost like a 22,500 was the level expected actually to be the expiry for today. So it closed at 22,400. So 22,400, but still even though if you see closing time 22,400 was the option pain, but we still closed below 22,316. So it was a trap for the option traders also, like even last moment half an hour 22,400 put traders are heavily writing the options actually expecting the market to bounce back, but that does not happen. So let us see what is for Nifty. Nifty, the story is little different. So what we have done is we opened below the sharp breakout, but sustained. No, we cannot go long near level. Then we went below previous day low. So Nifty showing some weakness actually. Looks like Nifty is going to take the short down. So be careful with the Nifty. Looks like Nifty is going to take down in a very fast manner without giving no time for the bears to take position. Let us see what happened in the Renko setup. Renko setup is very clearly giving us some leads actually. Let us see the Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty here, if you see here the reversal, I mentioned you, once the green bar forms, get ready for some short inputs. So here what happened here, 22,300 short inputs. Okay, sorry, this is the yesterday's actually. So this is today's, okay, morning when we opened gap down, then we went above this level up to 22,500 level maximum, 22,500 we went, and that's the place you can short the calls. Once we saw the reversal, keep on selling the calls, and because we have not much of the opportunity given to the call option traders also, because it is trading just 150 points range, and premium was trading at around maximum 100 rupees. So the last moment half an hour was a very panic move happened actually. Here we got some double bottom here around 22,350 levels. Today actually intraday for expiry trading, the expiry day was not looking like expiry day actually. Other days are looking like expiry day, and today expiry day is not looking like normal day because of the gap down. After gap down, not much of juice left actually, and opening itself everything is exhausted. In case of Nifty, this is the Renko setup with 5 points, 10 points actually, 10 points, and just see here what happened here in the morning after the gap down here. After the gap down here, it made a bottom or 11,488 level. This is the futures level. After this, we got a very small movement actually here. Not there is no point in trading Nifty for say 10-15 points, otherwise, because it's a risk reward ratio is not in favor of the option trading also, and similarly option buying also was not giving much of the great move actually. So Nifty was not a great trade actually today. Bank Nifty was a better trade comparatively. Even the last moment, just monitoring 22,300 call, it went all the way to 180 rupees and then closed 20 rupees. So the better trade was like you short the put of next week expiry and taking a protection and short this week call. That's what I was doing actually, because taking a short of this week put options was not giving us a hedge actually. So that was a good trade taken in Bank Nifty. Okay, let us move to the charts. Coming to the charts, Nifty 1 hour chart setup. So 16.8% could not be okay, 16.8% could not be continued actually. It went up as though it will be going to 78.6%, but it could not sustain. It is a range between this. Once we could not sustain between 11,490 levels also, then now another gap, this gap filling can be happening actually. Look for the gap filling happening between 11,290 to 300 levels. That range, this expectation can be taken. Next, coming to the Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty, very pathetic situation for Bank Nifty. It is roaming between 23.6 and 28.2% range actually, Fibonacci retracement. So expectation of that it will break down. Once it breaks 21,350, then the big down move can come for Bank Nifty. Looks very weak actually, completely broken down. Bank Nifty is completely broken down. So there is less chance of any revival for Bank Nifty. But once Nifty started moving down, then Bank Nifty can follow. But the ferocious move of Nifty can be very high as compared to the Bank Nifty, because Bank Nifty has not made any up move much actually as compared to Nifty. Let us see the Ichimoku cloud setup. So Ichimoku cloud setup, though we went above the cloud, this Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen crossover is not there. If we break 11,450 levels, the same levels as like yesterday also. So the inside cloud also, this is the inside candle what we formed day of yesterday. This candle low is very important. 11,442, 11,450. This level is very important. The inside candle, the breakout, technically what everybody knows about the inside candle. Then how to trade that one. Now the theory, all the theories will be not applicable for Nifty, Bank Nifty, because lot of traders are there and everybody is aware of technicals, everybody aware of the candlestick patterns, technical analysis. So the market, big market traders, big movers will always try to make you think that these all technicals will not work in for any market at all. So in case of Bank Nifty, though you know all technicals, whatever is there, bullish engulfing, bearish engulfing, this shooting star, all these patterns most of times will work, but maybe little delayed. Okay, so you have to know the psychology of the traders. So here once we see the reversal here in Ehler Fisher, then we have to go for the shorts again. So just let's wait for that Ehler Fisher reversal actually. Now let us see the Bank Nifty also. So in case of Bank Nifty, it is now once we break the cloud, if you see here the future cloud has given a sell signal already. So it is bearish actually, bearish pattern. Let us see, because unless we cross about 20,327, we cannot see any up move actually. The big mother candle, the low is also very important. And the inside bar low also important. Like this low 22,750, the 22,000 level is very important support for Bank Nifty. If you break 20,000 low, then trending move can happen for another 1,000 points easily. But Ehler Fisher is looking like a reversal actually. Maybe some reversal can come and then see some down move. So let us see for the second chart setup, Bollinger Band. Bollinger Band, if you see here for Nifty, 20 moving average is a good support. So shooting star pattern is there also, but not on the highs actually. In the top, in between pattern is formed. It is a, we can tell, indecisive. Maybe as of now it is indecisive. Big fight is going in between bulls and bears. But Arun up is showing it became more weak actually. It has come to around 47 levels, and Arun down also is less. Sudden move below this 20 moving average can give booster to the Arun down and start moving up and cut the Arun up. This way the selling signal can come from the Arun. So 20 moving average is very good support for Nifty. So this also indicates 11,450 levels. So 11,450, keep a note of it. In case we break 11,450 at any point of time and closes below this level, then it is a sure short signal, and our target is going to be around 11,277. I expected 11,000 will be tested in the month of September. We have another few days also. We have one more expiry, and then after that, before the expiry also, we have September to be extended. Due to some astro combinations also, looks like there is a sudden possibility of down move can come, because FI is also giving some leads. So let us be prepared for that. Don't try to short puts, very risky. If you are shorting puts also, then you should have a necessary hedge. Otherwise, it is very risky to short heads naked particularly. Coming to the Bank Nifty, so 20 moving average still could not extend actually. 23,000 is a very good resistance for Bank Nifty, and we are just roaming between this 20 moving average and the lower Bollinger Band. So 21,000 levels need to be tested on the downside, 21,730. So there is no great movement actually. This mother candle, what are formed last 3 days, we are just roaming inside. These 3 inside candles formed actually. So this breakout of this low and high of this mother candle is going to be very important. 22,000 low and 22,757, 22,800. These two figures are very important. Any breakout above this or below this candle will be very seriously taken by the Bank Nifty. And now the third setup is the Heikin Ashi. Let us see the Heikin Ashi setup. So in case of Heikin Ashi, now we are seeing a doji pattern in Heikin Ashi for Nifty. So it is looks like a reversal. So long should be closed as of now. In case a red candle is formed, then we get ready for the shorts. And this time possible this whether we will break or not, 11,220 is a thing. All lies in the hands of Reliance actually. Unless Reliance gives up, nothing will happen. Till the time Reliance doesn't give up, we will not be able to break these levels. And here also DA plus DA minus, we not got sell signal. Is a very narrow range actually. So everything for Nifty, if something has to happen, means Reliance has to give up the up move, entire up move, then only we can see some down moves. So coming to the Bank Nifty is yesterday we expected that this green candle will give some continuation on the upside, but today the breakdown gave all the hopes gone actually. Now again a red candle formed in the bank nifty. Now this time we have to give a support, and whether we hold this 22,000 levels or not, we have to see. If we break 22,000 levels, then easily 1000 points we can see on the downside. And here DA plus DA minus also is a flat pattern, is not giving any sell signal as of now. Let us see for the Reliance also Fibonacci what is there in place. So if you see Reliance daily chart, so daily chart, here you can see very clearly that congestion zone happening here. So now it is doing consolidation here in this range. This range you can see the consolidation happening in this range. Now this range is almost like 100 points move. So once we break on the downside here, this low, the low of almost 2282, this 2282 is broken, then we should see some down move here. Here also if you see the low here, which is a 2175, and here the high is 2167. If you just see the high and low, 2167, 2175. So there is a gap of 10 points actually, which gap also is a little gap only, but still it can come and fill up actually. And there is one big gap. I don't know whether I told you before also. This one gap is there, which is around 1289 and 1246. Definitely I am expecting this to get filled. I am not sure when it get filled, but the situation will come such a way that nobody expected this to be, because anybody, if you tell that Reliance will test 1300 means nobody will believe. Okay, this situation created in the market now. So correction of almost 50% correction Reliance, when it will come only God knows, but still I am believing that this gap will get filled one day or other in the 2020 itself possibly. It could be fast and ferocious, because everybody who was in the long, the mutual funds, retail traders, FIs, HNIs, everybody will come and book their profits. That is a very important thing. Once you break this low, here this low of 2000 is a psychological number, and this low 2000 is broken, then the big profit booking can come for Reliance, and that time nobody will bother whether it's a blue chip company, it's a Mukesh Ambani company or Jio, nothing will bother. It will be very quick and can come up also. But don't take any trades based on this, because we don't know when it will come, because lot of supports are there, all the supports will be broken, and something like a big crash of March, something only can bring down the Reliance to these levels. Otherwise it looks very difficult as of now. It will take some time. Let's go to the next thing, key data. So PCR is indicating bullishness for Nifty, while Bank Nifty it is bearish, and the Lakshman Rekha also is giving indication of a short only, but however stop loss got triggered, now so showing some long position, but for Bank Nifty still in the short position. And there is a good demand for puts in the Nifty and good demand for calls in the Bank Nifty. 32 is the level, but still there is only small gap. So very good support for all the moving averages. Here no support for any moving average here, Bank Nifty. So it's bearish for below around 543 and 22386 for Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty everything is bearish, and not even single indication is giving some bullishness for the Bank Nifty. So till we see one first indication, once the PCR is gone below 0, say below 1, then some down moves can come for Nifty. That's the indication. So this is the data of the open interest change. Today I have been streamed live also in this Excel dashboard, where you can see live. So this is a very good indication of how the market is moving, understanding the trend of the market, whether you should be on the downside, moving on the downside or upside. I'm sure I'm not, because only 15-16 people came actually saw the live of the market. So I'm doing this as a service to so many people, but nobody is interested and they want to do the trading on their own. Please believe in the numbers, please believe in the technicals, do the analysis. So this one simple chart can help you a lot, understanding, making you whether you are on the right path. If you are shorting calls or buying puts, okay, coming from the perspective of shorting options, so this is the major movement of all the options that are being on the short side. When out of 10 contracts, top 10 contracts, only one contract is buy signal, sell signal of put, everything is call, means then there's a clear down move. So here also in case of put option, so Nifty, everything is a call option, only shorts. So everybody shorting the call options. So you be with the market where the market is moving. When everybody is shorting the call option, If you're buying call option or if you're buying put, for example, it is not trending, then your buying puts will be in loss or buying call option will be in loss. So be with the market, where the market is moving, you do the same thing. Repeat the same thing what big market players are doing. That way you can make money and there is less chance that you will be losing money. Always follow the top one row. What you can see, 20 to 400 call was the highest open interest change. So big people are coming and shorting 20 to 400 call. Here also around this 550 call, all the big guys are coming and shorting. So in case any short covering comes, these people are the first people to cover their shorts because there is big open interest change happened here. So this way just analyze, just understand the market movement and follow this. It's very just delay of 1 minute only, the data is coming actually from the NSE. So coming to the long breakout, short breakout for Bank Nifty, 22,500 is the long breakout and 22,250 is the short breakout. Just 250 points the gap is there. So good trending move can be seen possibly on any side once it breaks tomorrow, because 250 points for Bank Nifty is very less actually. So very good chance of any good movement either side will come. So look for buying options because even the VIX also is very less. Some good moves can be seen, and also follow the option pain. In case of Nifty, 11,475 is the short breakout and 11,580 is a long breakout. So almost here 80 plus 30, 110 points in the Nifty. So here also good for go for this bear call spread maybe a good opportunity to make money in the Nifty actually. So let's move on to the learning. So coming to the learning time, so coming to the series of astrology series, and started yesterday, and I'm trying to correlate astrology basics and then trying to correlate the market and so many other things. So definitely as a individual, whether you are in the market, in out of the market, it is a very good opportunity for you to learn, understand the astrology, and then make some thinking clarity in the thinking also. So today in the astrology series we will see about ascendant. Many of you maybe heard about ascendant or lagna. So this is a very important thing, is a backbone of any horoscope. So this ascendant tells you what is the quality of the person, and the entire life is stored in the ascendant actually. For example, this horoscope you can see somebody and you can see AS is called ascendant. ASC sometimes mentioned or AS mentioned is called ascendant. And this is the first house is called lagna or ascendant. This is a name you call. So in maybe South India we call lagna, and in English it is called ascendant. And the lord of the first house, for example, this is the lord ascendant. Okay, so this is the first house. Whatever the lord is there, then that lord is called ascendant, lagnish. What is happening? So the predominant quality and fate of the person is evaluated based on the first house. So whatever lord is placed here there is no lord actually, but however if there is a lord here placed, any, for example, sun is there, Mercury, moon, whoever is there, then that adds to the quality of the ascendant actually. So this is what ascendant all about. Ascendant is calculated. One should maybe knowing how the ascendant is calculated also. If you put in the horoscope, the software is there where you can automatically get ascendant, but based on the sunrise. For example, sunrise is almost 5:30 to 6:30, that's the time. So 2 hours from that, from this sun, whatever the sunrise is there, 2 hours from the sunrise. For example, 6 o'clock is sunrise, 6 to 8 is this house, then 8 to 10 is this house, like that. Okay, based on the sunrise you can assume that this person has born between 9 o'clock, around 8 to 10, something like that. That's the place. Actually this is the horoscope of Nifty, okay, Bank Nifty, whatever you can tell market for today. So this how the horoscope will look like. And this is the horoscope of Mr. Narendra Modi. So Narendra Modi, how ascendant is here, moon is placed here, Mars. So this is the Rashi chart of Mr. Narendra Modi, and how you can now start doing the calculations of ascendant is okay, Vrishchika Rashi is there, okay, he's in Vrishchika Rashi, and moon is also placed in Vrishchika Rashi, and lagna and ascendant both are being same place. So moon is means emotions. So the person will be full of emotions attached to the mother. So that's what it is actually. May not be like 100% will match every person actually, but predominantly you will be able to understand about a person's characters, quality of the person, how he will behave here, what kind of thinking will have, how he will move with others. So many things will be able to come to know based on the combinations of Rashi chart. because this combination whatever you can see here will not be so easily available for other person unless otherwise is born in the same time. Within 2 hours time this chart will be same. After the 2 hours it will be different. But at same time a person, maybe a twins born at the same time, same mother, same house, same place, everything, but the fate will be different also. It's not necessary that both will have the same fate. There can be different fate, because horoscope tells you about 60% of your life, 40% your karma. Your karma drives the life. So 60% is your horoscope and 40% is your karma. That's what driving you the completely entire life of yours. Everything is decided, pre-planned for 60% of your life. Nothing can be changed unless otherwise you have a very good willpower and very good support of God. Everything is possible. Anything can be changed with the power of God and your power of willpower. Willpower is very, very important, and definitely God can support you in case of any issues, whatever is the problem. So believe in God, believe in the horoscope, believe in the power, believe in the nature. Thank you so much. Please subscribe, like the channel, so that I can bring you some important videos for you, and I can help whatever I can do with my knowledge transfer. Thank you.